Welcome to today's episode of Money Mondays, where I answer all your questions about money. So today's question is from Liz in Wisconsin. Liz asks, what's your strongest recommendation for budgeting? This is a two-part question, so I'm going to get to her second part in a moment. So, budgeting, let's talk about it. It really depends on what works for you. And what works for you will depend on your unique money code. What is your unique money code? It's the intersection between your sacred money archetype and your human design. So, for example, my sacred money archetype, number 1 is a romantic, number 2 is a maverick, and my human design is a generator. So, I am a romantic generator. In certain situations, I can be a maverick generator, but I'm certainly not an accumulating generator. So, what does this mean? This means that in regards to budgeting, if we think about the lens of budgeting, I need to create a budgeting format that works for me. So, what works for me? Well, I'm not a spreadsheet kind of gal. Even though you may think I am because of my business and what I do for a living, I do love a good spreadsheet. But for my own personal budget, I don't use a spreadsheet. The second piece I want to share with you is that let's get away from using the word budget. Budget gives the energy of constriction. We don't want that. That's based in fear, lack, scarcity. What we want is a conscious spending plan. So instead of using the word budget, let's use conscious spending plan, because that's what we're doing. We're being conscious about where we spend our money. That's all a budget is, right? But it's the language that is so important. Budget, no, that's about restriction. And for somebody like me, as a romantic generator, that will make me revolt against that. That will make me rebel against that, right? Even my maverick. And for somebody like, let's say, a nurturer, they won't resonate with budgeting. It will make them feel very constricted and restricted. So let's not use the word budget. Let's use conscious spending plan. Create a process that works for you. So for me, I like to use a journal because I like to write down all my balances. I like to get clear on where I am at, right? Which is the most important thing, and the bills that I got coming up. The other piece in regards to conscious spending plan is understanding your costs for living life. So how much does it cost you? Just get clear on this. It's not it's right or wrong. It's not it's good or bad. It's just understanding and getting clarity on what it is for you. So your mortgage, your rent, your groceries, your utilities, your food, restaurants, coffee a day, your Audible subscription, what is it for you? Get clear on what that amount is. Do you have money left over? Do you have money to make up? Are there things that aren't important to you anymore that you're still spending money on? Audible is one for me. I go through periods where I listen to a ton of books, and then I go through periods where I don't listen to any. So thankfully with Audible, you can push pause. And then I'm saving. It's only $15 a month, but I'm still saving that $15. I can spend it on something else, or I can give it away. So that is being conscious in the spending of our money. So how can we understand this? Well, we can use a spreadsheet. We can use pen and paper. We can use software like YNAB, or which stands for You Need a Budget, or Mint, or any pieces of software that's out there. There's a whole bunch of them. And we can also be very general and be like, well, I want to have $2,000 in my food bucket. I want $1,000 in my entertainment bucket, and I want $5,000 in my living expenses bucket. It can be that general if that's what works for you. The most important thing is that it works for you. It's got to work for you. So if you need resources in this, I'm happy to share those. I'll put some links in the show notes or the comments section. The number one thing here is that you look at it. You look at your numbers. You're not avoiding, you're not distracting, you're looking at the numbers. You know what it's costing you to live. You know how much money you have coming in. You know if there's extra or if there's a deficit, and you get clear and you look at this frequently. Just get good with it. Just get comfortable with it. It's not going away. It's not going to change. It's just a matter of life. Money is a tool for us to live out our dreams. So get comfortable with it, people. It's not going anywhere. I'm Michelle Cooper. I'm the founder of Alchemy Accounting and Bookkeeping, the host of the Rich Life Revolution podcast, the co-founder of Sacred Money School, and your girl for all your money questions. So if you've got questions, put them in the comments and I will hook you up with the answers. Part 2 is coming up right now.